But anyway, coming back to this, so this is under workshop, under open packs. So when you play this game and you win and you have so much wins, they give you these packs, and they're like booster packs. They got cards in them, and we can open them up and we can add these to our collection. So I've been doing this for the last couple of years, which is pretty cool. So I'll just show you guys what it looks like. You can have a look. So this is a common pack. So it's got just like your normal cards in there, like nothing fancy. You can open them like one by one, or you can just go reveal all. And you know, if you're regular at this game, you sort of know what cards are good and which ones aren't. These are actually really good. This card's broken. It shouldn't be a normal card. Same with this one, and same with this one. These three cards sort of feature in, like, I would say the top maybe 10% of the best decks getting played at the moment. So that's cool. Then you go next pack, do the same again, reveal all cards. So there you go. Druid of the Vines, so good. Even uninvited guests, like this is not a bad card. This is actually really cool. So yeah, but these ones, see these are the core cards. So these are cards you can actually get just by playing the game for free. Those other two you only get for having a certain amount of wins, and they're actually cards that you can't get for free. So you have to either pay for them or you have to win them by winning games, and that's the whole incentive. So if you're like me, right, I've got 30 packs to open. I can't be bothered sitting here doing all 30 packs. So what you can do is you can just say open all. So you open all, that's going to open all of them at once. Trouble is you don't get to see which ones you got. There's another way you have to do it, which takes a long time. But for me, the ones I'm interested in mainly is the legendary packs. So let's just see what this is. So we'll go open pack here, reveal all. So we're guaranteed at least a legendary card. All right. So that's our legendary there. Really, really cool. Legendary guys, they're the most rare of all the Gods Unchained cards, except for like the special releases that they do. So this is actually a really cool card. Let's open the next pack. It's another legendary. Let's see what we get. We get Centennial Shard. Yeah, not bad. I mean, like, not the best card, but definitely not the worst. I definitely think Ratify is good in control magic. This card's annoying in combo magic. You see these all the time. Now, I'm just going to go back. We'll open the epic ones, and then we'll just open all the common ones automatically. So these are the next tier down is your epic. So you got a legendary, then you got epic, and then you got rare, and then you got your standard cards. So purple is the epic card. Ritual Rod, not bad. Let's open the next one. These bonfires are actually quite good, guys. You run them in death deck. So I'll give you guys a bit of an understanding so you know what we're looking at. So each card has a symbol, like a color, up the top left. If it's blue like this, that means it belongs to the death domain. If it's yellow, it belongs to light. Gray is neutral. Purple is deception. Red is war. Each god has a different color code. So I'll show you again on the next pack so you guys get a better understanding. There we go. So again, see different colors so you know which domain each card belongs to. So neutral, deception, neutral, death, and death. So if it's neutral, what that means is there's a little bit more value in these cards. Neutral means you can run these cards in any domain. It can be, you know, it can be death, it can be nature, it can be war, whatever you want. So they're quite flexible in that regard. Let's open another mythic pack so you guys can see. Epic pack, sorry. So here we go. We've got a couple. See, we've got a war there. The blue is magic. If we get a green one, I'll show you guys a green. That's nature. Light, lights, and deception. So let's do another one here. There we go. So there's this one here. So it's 5 mana. Green, so that belongs to the nature domain. So if you're playing nature as a god, then you can run this in your deck. You can also run any neutral cards in your deck. Here's a nature one as well. Archimonian Onslaught. So each card that you have has a mana cost, right? So for example, this one has 5. 5 mana. That basically means if you want to play this card, you have to have the corresponding mana to be able to play it. So 5 mana, you guys have been seeing me play. That normally comes like towards the start of like the mid game. So we call that like the mid game. Whereas like 2 mana, 3 mana cards, they can be played a lot earlier because they have a lower cost. So that's considered the early game. So that's the basis behind those. Then down the bottom, if it's a creature, like if it's a monster that you can control, it'll have stats down the bottom. So it's this creature, for example, has 2 attack and 3 health. This one has 3 attack and 4 health. And it's a higher mana cost. So normally, the higher the mana cost, the better stats or the better effect the creature has. If we have a look at the creature on the right, which is Veil Warden, this one has 4 attack and 5 health. So it's got even better stats, and it has a cool effect too. After it dies, so that's its afterlife effect, it can heal you for 3, and then it adds a random 7 mana creature to your hand. So that's good value. So if you're playing a deck that wants to get to the late game, you play this. It's a really good card. It's going to heal you, which keeps you in the fight, and then it gives you some ammunition and 7 mana creatures for later on as well. So before we get into another match, I might change our deck up a little bit in a moment. I just want to show you guys what the domains look like. So if you go here, for example, and if we go create us a new deck, these are the different gods we can play. Okay, so you've got Deception, you've got Death, Light, Magic, Nature, and War. And each god has a different sort of style of play to suit like various different player types. So I'll give you a basic rundown. If you guys want to give this game a go, I'll put a link in the description in a moment. You guys can check it out. But before we do that, just quickly tell you guys, if you're like a sneaky player and you're like a real dirty, like sneaky player, you want to play Deception. If you want to just like kill your opponent as fast as possible and take a little bit of risk in there as well, play Death. If you like to have sort of a more solid approach to the game, where you're playing like these sort of like strong creatures that sort of like stick around, so hard to get rid of, then you play Light. Magic is if you want to play a lot of spells. So if you don't really care about creatures, but you're more about like doing burst damage and having like cool special effects, then you want to play this. Nature is sort of like a blend of like spells and creatures. It's sort of like that halfway point. Very good at control at the moment. So if you want a deck that goes into the late game, that can win you in the late run, you've seen already. We've had a lot of players running this god. Very popular at the moment. And then War is your classic go-to. Like if you were playing an RPG, then this would be sort of like the tanky class, the frontline class, doing all the damage, soaking everything up. This is what, in my opinion, I would say is the choice for you.